Welcome back. Now, a poppy appeal display to commemorate Britain's war heroes has been targeted in a shameful attack in a leafy English town. J Printers owner Keith Campbell found his shop window damaged on Saturday morning as he claimed it would cost £1,000 to repair it. Oh, my goodness me, there are some lowlifes out there, aren't there? I'm joined now by the owner of J Printers, Keith Campbell himself. Keith, thank you very much for coming on. So what happened then?
Well, David Dunham, who's the poppy appeal man, we did a really nice window display with some of his items and mine, and we'd only done it for about 4 days, and I came back on the Saturday morning, and I thought someone had thrown paint to start with because I was across the road, and as I walked over I could see someone had actually smashed it with a hammer.
Right, and, I mean, any indication about why they might have done that?
Well, on the display there are 2 medals, a Victoria Cross and a George Medal and a Victoria Cross, and but they're only copies, and I wondered whether it was to do with those, really.
OK, all right. And just tell me a little bit about the area that you're in, because, you know, it's not, I wouldn't have thought, a hotbed of anti-military feeling, is it? Or is it? I don't know.
No, I must admit quite a lot of people came in and said how nice it looked prior to the window being damaged. So, yeah, it did look really nice. But sadly, once the window had been broken and they had to put safety film over it, you couldn't see it very well. So people were coming in saying how disgusted they were, and it had upset a lot of people.
And is the CCTV, I'm assuming not, otherwise you probably wouldn't be here now, but, I mean, is there CCTV or any way of catching these people?
Well, we got in touch with the police, but the police more or less opened and closed it, it seems to me. There is a camera outside Lloyd's, but the guy that was going to have a look at it wasn't there. He was on holiday, so I don't know the outcome of that. But yeah, I mean, it's just disgusting, just disrespectful for people who've laid down their lives. And you know, the display at the moment, you cannot see it properly, really. But David, the poppy RBL guy who did the display with me, without me knowing, put something on Facebook, and here we are. It's people's generosity has been quite amazing.
Yeah, and also I am. Go on.
Sorry, he felt really upset because I'd done it. I've been doing it every year and never had a problem. And I think the fact that I was trying to do it with him to help the poppy appeal, and he'd put some of his items in there, I think he just felt really bad about it, that I would end up having to pay £1,000 in costs, effectively. Right. And obviously he went ahead, and I didn't know, but started to raise money, and it's just been quite incredible.
So you now have raised a bit of money. I mean, look, obviously we're doing our fundraiser here for the poppy appeal, but we might as well get 2 fundraisers in for the price of 1, as it were. So what's your fundraiser then? How can people, if they're watching this now, how can they, you know, get everything fixed up where you are?
Well, to be honest, it's been so amazing. A guy the next day after seeing me on the television, he literally came in and was determined to pay for the window. Oh, right. And then the director of all the glass rang me up Friday saying he wouldn't have charged me anyway. He'd been away and didn't know about it. So, and people have been coming in the shop giving me money, and I've been putting it straight in the poppy box because they wanted to help me. It's really amazing. People's generosity.
And you know what? It's on one side, it's really disgusting and anger-inducing that people would look at something that's got, you know, war medals there, war memorabilia, poppies to our fallen military heroes, and everything that symbolises in the run-up to Remembrance Day, and someone would take a hammer to that, quite literally. I mean, that's disgusting. But then you see the good bit, don't you? Which is that people come and they donate some money and they want to help you out, and you can get fixed, and you can get fixed quick, can't you? Look, why do you care so much, right? You've got a big poppy on your chest there now. You wanted to put a display in your window. Why does all this mean so much to you?
I think a lot of it is my grandfather fought in the First World War, and he served with the King's Royal Rifles. His name was William Campbell, and he got wounded, and I've actually got the bullet and the clips that held his stomach together, and it's just, I've just got so much respect for people who put their lives on the line in any any of the forces, really. I'm not worthy.
Well, good on you, Keith, and thank you very, very much for coming on and saying all of that stuff. I know that will resonate with a huge amount of our viewers and our listeners. I just want to remind people as well that we've got an appeal here. I'll say goodbye to you, Keith. Thank you very much. Keith Campbell there, who is the owner of J Printers. I'm glad that everything seems to be sorted there. I just want